this demonstration is for new customers who have recently signed up to EZY. So the basis of AEO is the prompts. So in the middle of your screen, if you click on view, these are the prompts that potential customers would type to find you on platforms like ChatGPT. Just make sure that you're happy with these. If you're not, click on edit or add, and you can change these prompts. So make sure you're happy with these prompts. And the idea is within a few months, you will start to be found for more of these prompts. So let's start at the very beginning. This is your score, which is out of 100, which you'll see increase over time. Now, the performance dashboard is one of the most important places to keep on coming back to. If I go to ChatGPT and click on a link to this website, bearing in mind this website is purely for testing purposes, you'll see that our AI agent visits have just refreshed and increased. So we now have 100% of our visitors from ChatGPT for this website. You can turn on or off different LLMs, and as you get found for more LLMs, more and more of them will pop up here. Here you can see the exact location where your customers are coming from, which city, their IP address, and more importantly, or less importantly, depending on which way you see it, you can see the bots which crawl your website and which pages of your website they crawl and how often. And here you've got the most recent bot that has hit your website, and we split traditional website visitors from AI visitors. So this performance dashboard is super useful, and hopefully over time we will see an increase in AI agents. Click on export PDF if you want to export and save this to your local machine. Okay, that's all you need for integrations. Once you've connected WordPress, you can forget about EZY Connect and other connections. WordPress, if you're using that, is sufficient. Okay, let's go to the dashboard. Now, I'm just using a demo account here. Really, you want to start in order from the first widget. So if we click on robots, all of the widgets have the same layout. You've got the issues and recommendations and your score on the left. You've got your existing robots.txt file or existing content here. And on the right, you have your new content. So all I'm going to do is scroll down and press generate robots. You can come out of this page because sometimes it might take 30 or 60 seconds. Everything's put into a queue. And we're going to do this for each, well, we've got 100% on our sitemap, but if we don't, you can just click on generate a new sitemap, and we can do this for all of the widgets. So have a read through the content, make sure you're happy with everything that EZY creates. We use deterministic logic to make sure that we create the best possible content, which goes in line with all of today's best practices. So you can click on each one of these, read your existing information, and then create or generate new information. That's it for these widgets. So I'm just going to run you through robots. With robots, you can see we've just created a new robots.txt file. We explicitly allow all of these AI crawlers to visit your website. Google AI Overviews, Applebot, Perplexity, Cloud, GPT. All you need to do is make sure you're happy with the content and press upload to WordPress. And that's it. The robots.txt file is updated. Your score will update in real time. Let's do the same for LLMs.txt. We've created a new LLMs.txt file. Now, EZY looks around the web for signals of truth to make sure you have awards and recognitions. It's much better to be honest with LLMs, so it's better to say no publicly available awards if you don't have any. And all of this is generated using deterministic logic. We spend our time to make sure that the content EZY produces is as high quality as possible. And most of the time, if you put this through an LLM like Gemini, you will see it scores at least 98%. We also use NLP on top to make sure there are no errors in the content that it creates. Then just press upload to WordPress, and within a few seconds, you should find out that your files are uploaded. If I click on view site, this is the robots.txt. If I click on the LLMs.txt and view the file, you can now see that the file has been created today on the 22nd, and this is the new LLMs.txt file. So the widgets work in the same way for Sitemap, for FAQs. Schema, we get a little bit more complicated. Here, we are generating schema for every single web page. So this is JavaScript, and this is exactly the format that LLMs like to read the content of your website. So you can see here, description, harnessing the theoretical hours-upon effect, and service type. You can see that all the entities, all the categories are set up perfectly, but obviously just check this to make sure you're happy with every single page that is created here, and press upload to WordPress. Sometimes schema can take a little bit longer because you might have a lot of pages that are going to be updated. Exactly the same for meta descriptions. We currently don't have any meta descriptions, so if you look, here are all the EZY generated meta descriptions. I'm just going to press refetch and validate. Sometimes if your score doesn't update automatically, you might need to press refetch and validate for your score to be rechecked. Now, as we go down, we have a blog generator. Let's generate our first blog. This will look online to find which keywords and which prompts are trending on Google and ChatGPT, and it will also look at your existing prompts. Based on the content of these prompts and the content of your website, EZY will generate blogs that will bring new customers to your website based on the text that you want to be found for. Exactly the same for FAQs. Let's generate our first frequently asked questions page. ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, they like to go to your website and read very clear and concise questions and answers because their customers ask questions. So we create a frequently asked questions page on your website. Now, let's just have a look at competitors. These are competitors that EZY predicts are in a similar vertical to you and of a similar size. So you can see we don't have SpaceX here because Quasar.space has just been created by us. And none of these businesses are found for any of these prompts that you are going to be found for. So you can see Quasar was found for one, but potentially you would have a list here of all of the prompts that all of your competitors are found for. So if you're not happy with these competitors, just delete them and add. You can add up to 3 a month, and these will be tracked every single week, all of your competitors and their prompts against your prompts. So that's competitors. Now let's go back into blog, and you can see here that EZY has created a blog for you. Now, the important part is that large language models like to see internal links. So EZY creates internal links to add authority to your website. And EZY creates meta descriptions, titles, excerpts, schema to make sure that your website and your blog scores at least 98% for SEO and AEO. Now, if I come out of that and click upload, I can now upload my first blog to Quasar.space. Once that's done, I have 2 options. Let's just click on awesome and go to FAQs. Here are my FAQs. Make sure that you're happy with all of these FAQs and then upload those to WordPress. So your website will now have its first blog and its first FAQ. And you can see now blog says 1. Now, if I click on this blog, you can see that I now have a cooldown period. I've got to wait 7 days because around 1 blog a week is about the right amount that you want to upload. Now, you can wait 7 days and log back in and press upload to WordPress on your next blog. The same for FAQs. You can add a new FAQ once a week and add that and upload to WordPress. Or you can click on auto post settings. You can click auto generate blogs, auto generate FAQs, and every single week, EZY will upload a new blog and a new FAQ in line with your prompts and the content of your website. So you can see how this can add a lot of value, structure to your website every single week. Now, once a month, EZY will also generate a brand new prompt so that hopefully you are seen for more than just 5 prompts over time. Now, EZY also checks all of your Reddit presence. This website has not got any mentions on Reddit, but it's very beneficial to find out what people say about you on Reddit. We track upvotes, mentions, subreddits, and an average score. Plus, EZY actually checks the sentiment of all of the comments and posts about you. Now, you can also generate a post. You have to be very careful with Reddit because it's very highly moderated. You always have to be honest about who you are. So if you work for the company, state that you work for the company. But EZY suggests posts for specific subreddits for your business to be found in. So for Quasar.space, it's entrepreneur, small business, no stupid questions, digital marketing, and that is rather self-explanatory. Now, once you've created a sitemap and you score 100%, go to Search Console Setup and make sure that you submit your website to both Google Search Console and BWT, being Webmaster Tools. ChatGPT is half owned by Microsoft, and Microsoft own Bing. So a lot of the search that ChatGPT does is on Bing. So make sure that using these checkboxes and these links, you submit your sitemap that you've created with EZY to BWT or Bing Webmaster Tools, and you'll notice more traffic arriving at your website from Bing. So this gives you a really good idea of how to improve your AEO. After 3 months and 6 months, you will notice new widgets appearing here, such as audio schema. So when people ask ChatGPT a question on audio, we inject schema onto your website. You'll see a reviews widget pop up after 3 months and 6 months. But these are the really important ones to do now just to make sure that your score for AEO is at least above 90% across all of these widgets. As I mentioned, you've got the auto post settings here, just as a reminder. You've got your prompts here to keep an eye on. And as you can see, these are starting to go green, which is exactly what we want. Have a look in performance every now and then, and just make sure you're on an upward trajectory like this. Now, sometimes you will see a bit of a dip because this is based on a day. So if you look at this halfway through the day hasn't finished yet, you might see a little bit of a dip. But over time, you should see an increase in traffic, and there will be dips, but overall, we want to see an upward trend. And you will see that if you follow all of these tasks. Now, if you have any problems along the way, you can submit a support ticket from here in the top right under support tickets. You can talk to the EZY chatbot. This is a work in progress. We are automating a lot with the chatbot, but you can ask specific questions and you can also suggest features. So please enjoy the system. Let us know how you get on in the comments. And please, if you have any further questions, please create a support ticket or email support@EZY.ai. Thank you.